Welcome everyone to today's event. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ileana, and on behalf of Fortress Power and all of us here, we're really excited to have you here as we celebrate the launch of our newest product, the Avalon high voltage energy storage system for whole home energy storage. We have a really wonderful program lined up for you today as we celebrate this new product, and we have a lot of voices from our team, and a bunch of great information about the rollout of this product ahead. So let's get started. So here's a quick overview of what you can expect. First of all, again, I want to welcome you to today's event. And why don't you also go ahead, everyone who's attending, and please just let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from. We'd love to hear from you. While you're doing that, I'll continue to tell you what's happening. So we have a company introduction, a word from our CEO. We're going to get a walkthrough of the Avalon high voltage system, so you can see what that looks like and the different components. We'll also take a look into the apps that are associated with the Avalon that will allow both you as the installer and also the homeowner to get a look at how this product is working for them. In addition to that, we'll take a look at the rollout and what to expect and how to get training and certification on the Avalon. And at the end, we'll also have a nice giveaway announcement. If you are here live, then you will be entered for that giveaway as a thank you for spending this time with us. We have a swag pack, we have a special Avalon discount, and we also have a coffee gift card to help you run and stay alert throughout the week. So a lot of fun things ahead. And with that, I'm going to pass the mic over to, oops, I'm going to stay over here still. Pass the mic over to our Director of Product, Dave Dean. Dave, take it away.
Thank you, Ileana. Appreciate that. Hello, everybody. My name is Dave Dean, and I am the Director of Product Management at Fortress Power, focusing on the new Avalon high voltage energy storage system that you're going to see today. Today is an exciting day for me and for Fortress Power as we officially introduce the Avalon system to you, our important industry partners. I've previously worked on other energy storage systems in the market, and I can tell you that the Avalon high voltage energy storage system is not only different, it's better. No single component weighs more than 100 pounds. From its hybrid inverter for AC or DC coupling to its UL9540A stackable battery modules with built-in fire suppression, integrated heater for cold climates, and a whopping 15-year warranty, to the really remarkable, innovative, smart energy panel that pulls it all together. It manages communication, it acts as a service entrance, an AC combiner box, it has built-in load shedding, EV integration, generator integration, and I don't want to fail to mention that it also has an intuitive mobile app that allows for easy step-by-step installation setup and commissioning. All this at a very competitive price. We look forward to working with each of you toward making Avalon a huge success. Fortress Power can build a great product, and we have, but we can't do it without you. We're a dedicated team to delivering you great training and great support. Our sincere thanks for your attendance today and interest in Avalon. Now sit back and be amazed. That might be a little over the top. Enjoy. Now passing you over to Michael Gibson, the Director of Sales, to give a quick company overview.
Thank you, Dave, for that wonderful introduction of the Avalon product. But as he said, my name is Michael Gibson. I'm the Director of the Eastern Regional Sales for Fortress Power. And I want to briefly talk about Fortress Power. We were founded in 2016. We're female and minority owned. And Fortress Power actually cut its teeth in the commercial sector. I'm working with a company called SEPTA with the Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority. And we cut our teeth there in that industrial commercial market. Our company spans across the United States and internationally. In addition, we have over 10 product offerings for energy storage. One of the beautiful things that I love most about working with Fortress Power is that we put the needs of our customers first. So we have a very in-depth and deep product scope and product span. We support customers and empower end users with clean, affordable, reliable energy storage. We aim to help to strengthen the grid, support renewable energy, and help end customers achieve strong energy savings and energy independence. So as you take a look at Fortress Power, we are truly an end customer solution company. We cut our teeth in being a hybrid, really not a hybrid, but battery manufacturer, and we have grown to become a true energy solution by offering hybrid inverters, and now with the Avalon, a complete solution, as Dave mentioned. We're very proud of this product, and we look forward to you experience everything that we brought to this product, because we know that it's going to make a big difference. I say all the time that Fortress Power is large enough to matter, but small enough to move. We do things in the spirit to move the renewable energy space forward, and we see the need for this product, and that's one of the reasons why we as a company has developed the Avalon system to give you the highest level of accountability. So we have a great product that we own the battery modules, we own the smart energy panel, and we own the inverter. So it will literally be one hand to shake or one hand to look through for your level of accountability. And that's what I like about Fortress Power, that we're always very accountable to our customers. You will get the same level of support that you got with our 48 volt line and our high voltage Avalon product that we have. We have offices right now on the East Coast. So we have an East Coast office and we have a West Coast office. We have an office in Puerto Rico. We also have an office overseas in China. So Fortress Power has been expanding over the years, and we're here to support you. And now I'm going to pass the mic along to the next presenter to explain to you what Avalon means. And as the next presenter is rolling up, here it is, the very magnanimous Jing Yu. She's not just somebody, she's somebody very near and dear to all of us. So Jing, go ahead.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Dave, and thank you, Ileana. Hey guys, thank you for joining us today. I'm very excited to be here. My name is Jing Yu, the CEO and co-founder of Fortress Power. And I believe some of you probably already met me in person because I've been here since day one. And it's quite a journey for Fortress Power and for our team that we started, with a battery provider and now into the full eco solution provider. Not just we provide the high quality battery, but also the inverter, the smart load management, and also energy services. So we can also help the homeowner get additional utility rebate by enroll into different VPP energy services, which we'll be glad to host a separate webinar to talk about it. But to all the success accomplishment that we could have is all thanks to our installer and distribution partners. I've met a lot of you, and you guys been truly, a champion for us through the past 6-7 years. And thanks to your trust in us, that we have the ability to hire talents and put the money into R&D and continue to come up with new innovative product. And that's why we're here today. And thanks to the Fortress Power team, from the marketing team to the product team to our R&D team, they have really put a lot of time, effort. I want to make sure this is a right product for you. And I strongly believe this is our revolutionary product, and it's a right product for you to not just sell more system, but also more important, speed up your install, simplify your commissioning process, and also reduce your truck roll through a remote troubleshooting app. Thanks, everyone.
right, thanks everyone. Really great words to start us off, and that's a quick overview of the Avalon. Next up, let me get my screen shared again. There we go. Next up, we have Gio, who is our solutions engineer. He'll be walking us through the product. So Gio, I welcome you to come on, share your video, share your audio, and take it away from here.
Hello, everyone. My name is Gio. Some of you have met me in person. Some of you I have supported. As you know, I'm a sales and solutions engineer here at Fortress Power. And today I want to give you a brief introduction to the product and let you better explain the concept. But I must also add that next week we're going to have a two-part webinar. So on Tuesday, we're going to take part 1, where we cover the concept in depth. And on Thursday and Friday next week, we're going to be giving you more in-depth installation-oriented webinar. So I do expect all of you to be interested in that. And yeah, continue with the webinar series next week. But for today, as I said, this is going to be just a brief introduction to the hardware of the Avalon system and what the benefits of it are. So with that, we can begin with the slideshow. So Avalon product, as my colleagues have already said, it does whole home backup and it is capable of 200 amp pass-through. But the big innovation that comes with it is the smart energy panel, which allows to combine all the AC input. So it can be grid tied, it can be off-grid, it can have AC coupled solar or DC coupled solar. Avalon itself is capable of that. And most importantly, it has load shedding function and it has load management function. And we're going to see the benefits of that in a moment. Also, just like my colleagues also mentioned, the smart energy panel has full online monitoring. And about that, my colleague will talk about next, more in depth. And for now, I must also add that we are offering optional level 2 EV charger. And it also connects to the smart energy panel. And what it means is that you will not have to modify your existing electrical panel to have the EV charger installed somewhere in your home if you have Avalon system. So next, the key benefits of the Avalon system is that it's easier to install, it's quicker to install, takes less effort, less energy. Just like Dave says, each component weighs less than 100 pounds. It's cleaner, so it's aesthetically more pleasing to look at than some like really complicated install. And it is significantly more affordable because, as I said, the smart energy panel combines all the AC input. So it's a sort of a AC combiner that combines your grid, your generator, AC coupled solar if you have one. Also, it is responsible for EV charger and it is responsible for load management and load shedding. So with this system, you don't have to install multiple additional sub panels or backup load panels. You can even turn your main service panel into a sub panel. And the fact that you have load management in place means that you don't have to have crazy amount of inverters because you can load manage and you can schedule the load, so to speak, based on percentage of the battery or the time of the day. So this is going to be the big advantage down the road. Now, each component separately, so I've numbered them so not to confuse anyone. So number 1 is the optional EV charger. Number 2 is the inverter. Number 3 is the battery. And number 4 is the smart energy panel, of which we're really proud. And I'm going to give you a brief introduction to each component separately. And then we're going to pass it over to Will so he can show you the apps for the smart energy panel. So the battery, we, as always, use lithium ferrophosphate battery chemistry, which delivers a tremendous amount of cycle life, and also it is safer compared to other alternatives. The battery has battery modules. So these modules are connected in series. As you see right here, there are 4 modules, and on the top you have the battery management control unit, the top module that has the logo on it. That's the one. So you can have the stack with 6 battery modules, but the minimum is 3. So you start with 3 modules, and based on your energy needs, you increase the amount, and you can have 2 stacks of batteries working in parallel, which would deliver in total 58.8 kilowatt hours. As Dave mentioned in the beginning, we have active heating, and also we have passive cooling, which is aluminum heat sink. And we also have active fire suppression system in every single module. Also, the fact that these modules are connected in series, that means that this is a high voltage battery, which means that when you are choosing or connecting the battery cables, power cables for the battery, you can go with the thinner cables because the current naturally will be less there to obtain the same capacity compared to the low voltage batteries. The inverter, we offer 2 choices, say 7.6 kilowatt inverter, 11.4 kilowatt inverter. You can have 3 inverters working together. Each inverter has 4 MPPTs, each responsible for 1 string only, and the string can be up to 4.5 kilowatts. And the output of the inverter is 200 volts, line to line, L1 to L2, or you can do a single phase 120 volts as well. And the inverter also has the inputs for DC coupled solar, and we offer integrated rapid shutdown device transmitter. And based on your preference, it may be APS or TIGO. And then the most important part, the smart energy panel. So you see here, once you open the door of it, so to speak, you see multiple breakers. So let's start from the left. The combination of 4 breakers. As you see, one is for inverter, one is for EV charger, and one is for a third hybrid inverter or the AC coupled inverter, and one is for generator. Below that, you see the load breaker. So these breakers are just standard regular breakers that you can buy at any hardware store, really. And same goes for the grid in breaker on the right side. So these breakers are not included, but based on your needs, sometimes people will not have the generator. So we didn't want to charge them for the generator breaker. So based on your needs, you will purchase the breaker. But I must say breaker 01 and breaker 02 in the bottom on the left side, that is for inverters, that is definitely included. And also the top one, grid manual switch, and of course the switches for load shedding devices, they are fully included, and that allows you to override the automatic function of the smart energy panel if needed. But yes, as I said, the beauty of this thing is that it combines everything AC. It's the central point. It combines all the communication. So this is the brain of your operation, and it's highly, highly adjustable and customizable. It also includes a regular meter in it, but based on your request, we can provide optional revenue grade meter. So we are really we're really proud of this new piece of equipment, and this is the cornerstone of the Avalon equipment. And I truly hope that you're just excited about it as we are. With that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Will, who will show you all the features of the app, of which we have 2 apps, one for installers, one for customers, so forth. So Will, please take it over. Let us know about the apps.
The Avalon system is the smartest, most efficient way to back up your whole home with Fortress energy storage. It has sleek, stackable batteries, it has an inverter that's a fully featured power conditioning system, and a smart energy panel that intelligently manages the large electric loads in a house during an outage. So hi everyone, my name is Will Gathright. I lead the software development on the Avalon project. And when we were designing Avalon, we started knowing that we had to support 2 very different types of users with different backgrounds, different goals, right? And those are the installers and the system owners. I love doing events like this, right? You installers are so knowledgeable about the equipment. It's all very humbling. You care so much about the quality of your craftsmanship. So we knew that we needed to be able to give you a very powerful tool that's going to live up to your standards, that's going to let you do that good work. And the system owners, they don't expect any less, but they just need their tools to work, whether or not they kind of dig in and understand how the machine is working. So to help both types of users, we actually created 2 different smartphone apps. There's the Fortress Pro app, and that's going to help installers to quickly, correctly commission the system starting from the very first time you use it. And when the system owners use the Fortress Home app, they're going to be able to understand their system, they're going to be able to take control of it, they're going to be able to use some of the powerful features that we've built in. So for both of these apps, we've really tried to reimagine, like, what should it look like, what should it feel like to interact with some of these energy storage systems, right? We've tried to go step by step, simplify the process, streamline the process, but without dumbing anything down. And I hope to prove that to you today. So we're going to take a quick tour of the Pro app so that you can see all this in action. The install process starts by confirming your location. So you can either just put in your address, or you can get a pin and drag it around. This can be helpful if you're trying to say that there's like a solar shed in the backyard, right? And then next we go to a pre-commission checklist, some common things that are easy to forget after a long day on site. We'll guide you a little bit through exactly where to plug in some of these communication wires. And then now it's time to set up Bluetooth. So you'll scan for Bluetooth devices. Only Fortress Bluetooth devices will show up here, so you won't pick up the headphones of everybody on your crew, right? Using the Bluetooth connection, we can now set up the internet. You have a few options. You can choose a hardwired Ethernet connection, or you can use Wi-Fi, or if you want, you can use the Wi-Fi like hotspot on your phone. Once we have an internet connection, we're ready to find all of the hardware on site, right? So we will automatically scan for Fortress devices, for Avalon devices. And you saw that little animation, it really is that fast there, right? Like it'll find your energy panel, your inverter, any batteries that you have. And now we're ready to begin to set up one piece of equipment at a time. We'll start with the inverter. We start by setting the utility settings or the grid code. Most of the time, you won't need a custom grid code. You can just go with the default. But if you're in California, Hawaii, or Puerto Rico, you can select the respective places, right off the menu. Now we're ready to look at the operating modes for the inverter. Right? There's a few different operating modes here. The one you see here is we call Save Solar for My House. That's commonly called in the past things like self-consumption or PV self-use. Again, we tried to, put these things into plain English, show you with pictures and with words exactly what every setting is going to do. This one's going to store extra solar power in the battery. And that's it. That's all of the inverter install that you're going to have to do routinely. Everything else is set behind the scenes. There are more powerful, advanced features for corner cases if you need to tweak those features, but we tried to make routine things easy. So those are the minimum set of steps that you have to do to set up an inverter. Next, we're ready to go on to the energy panel. Okay. So what we're going to do is set up one by one each circuit, each controllable circuit in the energy panel. The first one is the solar AC couple site. So you can choose, what you want to put on this slot. It shows you with a picture exactly which physical circuit we're talking about so that you can double check it against, where the wires are actually going. Again, just as a bit of a sanity check. There's lots of wires running around. It's easy to make a mistake. It's the last thing anybody wants, because then once there's a wire in the wrong place, you're going back to site. We don't want that. The second slot is for the generator, right? So you can choose whether or not you want to enable a generator. You can choose, where you want to turn the generator on or off, right? How much battery power you want to use. This, we take care of the rest. So the energy panel will act as a transfer switch. We will make sure that 2 devices are not trying to sort of form the grid at once, right? So if you're on grid, the generator will never come on. If you're on inverter power, the generator will not come on, right? When you are on generator power, the inverter will then switch to like a grid following mode, so you can still charge the batteries from the generator. But we're going to make sure that you never end up in a dangerous situation. There's no need for an external transfer switch or one of those interlocks. We take care of all of that with controls. Okay. Next, there's a dedicated port here for an EV charger, and you have some control over when the EV charger will be connected or disconnected. So Maybe while you are on backup, or off-grid power, maybe you don't want the EV charger on. Maybe you're on grid power and your battery's low. Perhaps you would rather charge the battery, or maybe you want the EV charger on all the time, right? You have all of those options and you can set them all here. And here again, we're going to go one by one through every one of these appliance or load shedding circuits. You can make them one phase or two phase, right? And again, we try to be very clear. We try to show you with pictures exactly which circuit we're talking about, because there's a lot of wires in there. Once again, it would be very easy to make a mistake. Mistakes are costly. For every one of these load shedding, these appliance circuits, right, you can set these settings. How do you want the circuit to work on grid? When you are on grid power, when you are off of grid power on backup power, do you want them to be on, disconnected, or automatically controlled by the load center, which again means that it will turn the circuit on and off based on the battery state of charge. Okay, and that's it. That's all the setup you will have to do for the energy panel. You'll go one by one through those circuits. You'll put them all in. A little bit of a sanity check here. You check your work, make sure that everything that you see here is what you expect it to be. Red in this case means disabled, so for this demo, I didn't enable solar generator or EV charger. If that surprises you, you can just tap that icon, go right back, reconfigure that page, right? Again, making sure that the job is done right the first time. Here again, we're about to send our equipment registration, so a bit of a sanity check for the inverter and the energy panel. Make sure that all of this is done. You can change it later, but again, I just like to give people the feedback that they're looking for. Once you're ready, as long as you configured the internet connection at the beginning, we can send your equipment registration. This counts as a warranty registration, right? So you don't have to fill out that extra piece of paperwork. We have the record, we know when the system was put in, we know the serial numbers. We're going to be able to give you and the system owner like better tech support using this information and using the monitoring data that the system provides. So you hit yes, you send the warranty information, you get a success, and hooray, you're done. Throw the confetti, it's time to go home. All right, thanks so much.
All right, thank you, Will. And now we are going to head on to the next portion of our presentation, which is talking about what's next. So now you've gotten an overview of the Avalon system. You've also had an overview of the apps that come with it that really enhance the experience for you as both the installer and also to the employees. And now we'll talk a little bit about the rollout. So when it comes to Avalon, the product is available now for order. Shipping begins in November and training begins on Tuesday. It's that simple. So for the training, it's a pathway to get certified. Join one of GEO's 2 events that are happening over the next 3 weeks. And once you get that education portion, you'll take an exam. And then once you do a successful install, you'll be a certified Avalon installer. We'll be sending more details to you, so just stay tuned for that and how that works. When you attend the training, we'll be able to make sure that you're in the loop on how to continue through this process. This is a quick at-a-glance view of the training schedule for the next 3 weeks for those of you who are more visual learners. So as you can see, the product walkthrough portion of the 2-part training is on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. And the commissioning and installation portion, we have 2 options for you each week, 1 p.m. on Thursday and 1 p.m. on Friday. So I will share those links in the chat so you can have access to them. Let me do that right now before I forget. I'll do that in a moment instead, so I can make sure that goes. And then I'm going to pass it off back to Michael, who directs sales on the East Coast, and he's going to tell you a bit more about how to order.
Thank you, Ileana, for setting all this up and how to order. I know that is always the $100 million question, how to order. You order the Avalon through our traditional channels. So currently our Avalon is available through our distributor channel. So you can go to one of our authorized distributors all across the United States and get the Avalon product. Essentially, we have 2 system SKUs. So the Avalon is set together as a system. You have a 7.4 inverter system that comes with 3 battery modules. I mean 7.6 and 11.4 system. So you either get the 7 kW inverter or you get the 11 kW inverter, and that's how you order the system. And it comes with the inverter, the smart energy panel, and then 3 battery modules. You can order individual battery modules to add on to the Avalon system to go from a 3-stack to a 6-stack system, but you order our Avalon systems through our traditional electrical solar distribution partners. We are not offering the Avalon system through our online retailers. So if you want to get this product, you will have to work through our traditional channels. And that's how you order the Avalon system. So again, you order it as a system. And I know I said system a bunch of times, but I want you to hear the word system over and over and over again. So this is being purchased as an eco system. So you're getting the inverter, you're getting the smart energy panel, and you are getting the battery. And it comes in a 7 or 11, depending on what inverter package you want to go with. And that's how you get our inverter Avalon system. I'll be passing this back to the next person.
Thanks, Michael. Brandon's going to come on and talk a little bit about the Puerto Rico and Latin America process.
Hello from our Puerto Rico office. My name is Brandon Sotomayor, and I'm the LATAM marketing manager for Fortress Power. And I wanted to say to our Latin America and Puerto Rico customers, the Avalon is coming this spring, 2024. We will provide training, support, and resources in Spanish to help you bring these smart high voltage systems to homes near you. So stay tuned. Thank you.
I'm muted. Awesome. Thank you, Brandon. And thank you, Michael, for that information. And if you leave and you forget all that, just head over to our website, fortresspower.com/Avalon, go down to ready to get a quote, and we'll help point you in the right direction or answer any of your questions. All right, and then finally, giveaway announcement. So we reached the end of the webinar. We have some really exciting giveaways to hand out to our lucky winners. So while you are enjoying our presentations for today, learning about the Avalon, learning about where to sign up for training and for purchasing the Avalon system, Zorimar, our social media marketer, picked a few names out of a hat at random. And so here are our winners. So the lucky winner of our swag pack, as pictured here on the screen, is Karen Esposito. So congratulations, Karen, on your swag pack. You'll get a nifty Fortress Power hat along with a shimmery bag and some other goodies from here at our headquarters that we will be sending your way. Please drop a comment in the questions box, just saying, how do I get my prize? And we will follow up with you. That'll give us a little notification to make sure we get your shipping address so we can send this your way. Thanks for tuning in. All right, our next live attendee winner is Byron Law. And Byron, you win a $30 gift certificate at Starbucks, so you can use that to keep yourself charged and running throughout the week. Congratulations on that. And again, please reach out in the questions box on how to claim your prize, and we will follow up with you on that too. So congratulations and cheers to your future coffee. And finally, we have a 20% Avalon discount to our final winner. So the third person who was pulled out of the hat is Eddie Felix. Congratulations, Eddie. Please ask how you can claim your prize in the questions, and we will follow up with you, and you'll be able to use that discount sometime over the next 3 months on your Avalon system purchase. And thank you so much for being here live with us. So congratulations to our 3 winners, Karen, Byron, and Eddie. And thank you again, everyone, for joining us today. So I did drop the training links in the chat so you can access that, visit, and sign up. And that's where you can get more in-depth information about the Avalon system. You can also go to our website, fortresspower.com/Avalon, to learn more, and visit our Avalon event launch events page, or share that with your colleagues. We will be sharing out a copy of this webinar to everyone, so you can get your hands on this content and revisit parts that maybe you missed or want to share with another colleague. And on behalf of all of us at Fortress Power, thanks so much for joining. We were really excited to share the Avalon with you, and we can't wait for the months ahead, as we'll be rolling out this product to homes around the country and internationally. So thank you so much and have a wonderful day.